they eat.
Mm-hmm.
But that stuff dry them up and make them want more.
So what if I come in my car, right? I'm thinking, if
And you
I'm thinking
seeing,
exactly,
you
I'm
gotta
thinking
get
every.
somebody to get him. You gotta
But what if I'm driving and it just come out and I?
I can't. Just don't turn the steering wheel loose. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You gonna have to
Oh,
fight with it.
because I haven't seen. It's been about 2 weeks. I've never seen. I couldn't find it. Then I
Mm-hmm.
realized yesterday it's not. It's always been up there.
That's what. But in sometime he probably come down. That's why I say leave the dust. Don't dust so you can see if whatever it is, it'll make a print in the dust.
Okay, so let's say I leave the dust and it leaves a print. Then what?
If you then that's when you know for sure what kind of rodent it is.
That's possible.
Mm-hmm. So if we ever get, but you might have to do this anyway. You might just have to get the poison stuff and put it in the car and let it set a couple of days, and everything in it will die.
Okay.
Then you just
A
can't.
couple of days.
Yeah, you just get the stuff, but they're gonna tell you what they got.
Okay. So I ain't gotta. I ain't gotta touch it. I can just get my daddy to get it. You know.
Yeah, you need to get somebody to get it out. If it
And
comes,
it'll
it's
be
supposed
dead.
to. Most of the stuff, most make it come out.
Okay.
That's
Because
the
I don't
design.
want it out and just chilling. You know, instead of looking for water, I want
No,
it dead.
no, hit the stuff will kill him. It'll kill him. But like I said, they got so many different products on the
Mhm.
market now because somebody always making something. Because people, rodents in cars, always been rodents always get in cars.
Okay.
You ain't the first person that then complain about something. It's something in my car,
Right.
you know.
Can this affect my car though, like my wires and stuff? Have my
A
car.
mice will,
Mm.
but usually that comes. A mouse usually don't stay in one place unless in the car is sitting. If the car is moving, do you park in the same spot every night?
Mhm.
Well, just try parking different.
What you mean, like it?
Just if you park straight in, just park back in.
Mm.
That's all. Because they don't. Mice don't want to make his home where he don't have a steady path to food and water. But if you park in the same place, animals actually live in the hood
Mhm.
because you park the same place, and then when you get in, because it's when you crank up, you got heat.
Mhm.
You got everything they need right there, heat.
Mhm.
And when you park in the same place, they can get out and go do what they want to do, and they come back like they come back home.
Okay.
Okay, so
I got you.
see what the places got to say about the different type of pellets and stuff, and then go from there.
If it die up there though, then what? Like let's say, cause you said put one up there. Let's say
It's
we
supposed to
put.
make them come out. They guarantee it's supposed to make them come out. It's supposed to make them come out. If he die up there, you're gonna have a bad odor.
Mm.
You're gonna have an odor because it's gonna rot.
Mhm.
So you're gonna have that classic dead meat
Mhm.
smell odor.
Okay. So I just put one there, and you said put
One
in
in
the
each
trunk,
and put some in the trunk.
in the back seat too,
And in the corner of the
in the
back too.
corner. Okay.
And see what happened with that.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. Now,
Okay.
once it eat though, and it come out because it want water, how long do it take for it to die usually?
They'll tell you all that.
Oh, their turn.
It'll be all on the information. It's not
Because
like,
it varies.
well, if it's in here, he gonna find a food. He got some type of food supply now. He getting food from somewhere now. He can't live without eating.
How many days can it go without eating? Because it's been about 2 weeks.
Well, he getting food some kind of way, so he can actually be, when you park at night, he can actually be leaving out and going to get food and coming back because he know this is warm and secure.
Mm. Got you.
Okay, so when you park, he can be getting out at the job or he can be getting out at home. Go get some. Go get some supplies to get this started. Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, let me go. I got to do some work
Thank
on
you,
this truck over here.
All right.
All right. Let me know.
All right, I'll text you. So yeah, about 2 weeks ago, I heard something in my car. I thought, okay, maybe it's a spider or something, but I keep hearing it, so I'm getting freaked out. And it's not consistent. Like you hear it, then you don't hear it, and so this guy there, so family mechanic, whatever that we know of, he came by. Well, I went to his spot, and he said, yeah, he hears it. It's very faint, but yeah, it's an old car, but this car has endured a hit and run, so let me go. I don't want to get upset. Just thank God. I know I'm not tripping, because you know how like when you tell somebody that you hearing something, and then when you try to get them to hear it too, they can't hear it, and you look crazy. Because he like, you're hearing noises in your car? I'm like, yeah, I am actually. So yeah, I thought it was a bug, but he's talking about maybe it's a lizard. Lizard. What? I don't think it's a lizard. But he did say, you know, I asked him if he could just remove the roof part, to just open it up and just remove whatever back there, and he was like, I could, but that's gonna cost you a lot of money. It ain't nothing. I'm like, how much? He was like, a lot. So he told me to go to Home Depot or Lowe's. So I'm on the way now. Left work early for the holiday break. I'm excited. I'm about to get this over with, like, cause like it's just really messing with my nerve, because like I keep hearing something and I'm not seeing it. I'm like, I'm very sane, very much so in my right mind frame. So like, what's up? Yeah, I only really talked to him when it's time for me to get my car inspected. So he was like, so I had called him, he didn't answer, so I texted him. And he called me, he said, so what's going on now? And then when I just saw him, he said, so you said what now? Like, I'm crazy. I'm not crazy, sir, but I just thank God that he did hear it. Cause you know, like, you just want to feel heard. Like that's my thing. Cause I had recorded it, and unfortunately on the video it's so faint. Like you hear me more so moving than you hear anything else.
Special assistance needed at the chainsaw. Special assistance needed at the chainsaw.
And that little piece on top of the light, so I can't reach it. I can't. But he said probably just crawled in there. So okay.
To get the like the smell out your seats.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably need something like Febreze.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
They said go to Lowe's or Home Depot to find your husband. Here I am, baby. Ain't nobody in here. So several years ago, I was involved in a hit and run. I was at home, sleep, and I heard a loud noise. Some kids had stole a car, came down my street, lost control of the car, hit my car, took off, right? I heard the loud boom. That experience was sucky, because I feel as though when you have the people come to look at your car to assess the damages, to charge the insurance company or whatever, I do not feel as though they do a thorough job. So there were things that they missed. Later, after you've already, had your car fixed, you find holes. You find the tire axle or whatever is weak. And these are things that would only happen if that area had experienced some type of strong force. And it was only because they hit my car and it knocked some things out of place. But they just look at the car. Like, they don't really do everything they should do, right? And so my car, I love it. It's my baby. But I noticed some places that are just not what they used to be. Had this car for a while. And so basically what has happened is that some type of bug or rodent, I don't know, has entered my car. And you also know, if you watch my videos, that we have a dog, a new doggy, kind of a 1.5 old, and he's very aggressive, very, like, lots of energy. And so initially I was going to go on walks with him, have him go in my car, go to the park. He's not that type of dog right now. He is very, like, rambunctious. And so I purchased a seat protector, everything. And when I kept hearing that noise, it's like, am I going crazy? Because I hear it. It's loud. Like, okay, it's going to pop out and you never see anything. And so I threw the seat protector away because I want to be able to see everything I need to see. And I'm not seeing anything. So I threw it away, cleaned my car out. And I'm still hearing it's like this crunchy sound, like something is walking. Yesterday, though, it was very loud after I left work, and I thought it was, like, right beside me, but I keep looking and I'm never seeing anything. So then I realized, it's not in the car with me, like with me. It's up here. It's pretty loud. Like, I hear it. But when I record, folks hear me moving. You hear me moving, but you can't hear what it is. It was scary, though, because I was hearing it up here, and I was hearing it beside me, and over there, I don't know what it is. I bought a fogger for bugs in case it's a bug, a rodent repellent. You put these little sacks in your car. I'm going to put them in the front and in my trunk. It's supposed to draw them out to go away, I'm hoping. However, he did mention I can buy that will attract them to eat it. So he's preparing me that it will come out. That scares me. He said while I'm at work or just not in my car during the nighttime, it probably comes out. But there's no food in here. And so he said it's probably leaving, it's home. Like, it leaves, do its thing, and come back. But I'm hearing more than one. So that's possible. So that makes more sense that it's a rodent, because if it's a rodent, it go out, hang out with his friends, and bring them back to his house, which is my car. This ain't your house, Bookie. This is my car, and you're getting out expeditiously, okay? So, yeah. I don't know how it got in. Rodents are everywhere. So, something, I don't know what. It could be an ant for all I care. But it has to get its tail up out of here. Okay? But I've never seen it. It's crazy. I've never seen it, but it sounds so close. But it's right here. It's been right above my ears. That's why it sounds so like a pack. So it's not going to eat this and die. It's just going to want to run away, like get away. Good. Because if you're coming in and out, hopefully when you want to come back, you be like, you just, that car is trash. Never, I don't know why I was there. That's what this needs to give, okay? And I bought another fogger just in case. This is the No Mess fogger with odor neutralizer. But I think it'll be good though. Let me see what it says. I hear it now. But he said, but when the sun is out like it is now, it probably don't move like that because it's comfortable. But then when it's cold, that's when it starts moving. I guess after talking to him, I don't think it's a bug no more, you know. I think it's a rodent. Maybe a little baby snake. It's near my sleeper. It's fast. Snakes aren't fast. It went from there to there. Lizards are fast. That's what I'm saying. Lizard. So that little crack right there, you see that? That's enough space for something to do its thing, I guess.